We continue the top 40 list here on HuskerOnline.com. Hi, Sean Callahan. Today we're getting inside the top 10 most valuable Huskers here going in to the 2019 season. And cracking the list here at number 10, defensive lineman Khalil Davis. A year ago, he was the most valuable player on Nebraska's defensive line. He led them in every major category up front. It was a real breakthrough season for Khalil Davis at defensive end. He starts things off here today at number 10. Moving on now to number 9, probably one of the more wild card players on this entire Husker roster, running back Maurice Washington. Talent is not the issue. We know what he can do. You look at his season from last year. What he did with very limited to no summer training in Lincoln was quite remarkable. Finishing things off with over 100 yards receiving against Iowa, just stepping in for J.D. Spielman on a moment's notice in that duck R slot receiver role. So the talent is not the issue. Obviously, there's a lot of off-the-field things that we just won't really know until going forward. But Maurice Washington, if the Huskers have a big season, you have to think he's going to be a part of that on the offensive side of the ball. Coming in at number 8, defensive back / corner, DiCaprio Boodle. A year ago, had one of the better seasons we've seen from a corner at Nebraska in terms of pass breakups. Was one of the leaders in that category in the Big Ten Conference. He's one of the faster players on this Husker team, and he was that fast when he was coming out of high school. I'll never forget, we saw him run with 800 kids in a city park in Doral right outside Miami. It was the fastest 40-yard dash that day, running in the 4.3s. That speed still shows up for Boodle on the field. He starts things off here, cracks the list here at number 8. Coming in at number 7 for the Huskers on the offensive line, tackle / guard Matt Farniok. Right now, today, he's Nebraska's starter at right tackle. He's been a starter at right tackle and played there for his entire career at Nebraska. He tried a little guard at times as a freshman under Mike Riley, but that never really worked out for him. But I think long term, this staff would like to get Matt Farniok to a guard position, but a lot of that will depend on the play of a guy like a Bryce Benhart, maybe a Christian Gaylord, and some of the other players on this line. But Farniok's value is no doubt as high as any of the linemen right now for the Huskers going into this season. And then wrapping up our list here today at number 6, defensive tackle / nose Darian Daniels, the Oklahoma State graduate transfer, had a very big spring for the Huskers. He's added some personality to this group of defensive linemen. I think that was one of the things missing. You look at all the other guys on the line, the Davis brothers, Ben Stille, solid players, but you just didn't feel their overall personality at times as a unit on the field. I think having a vocal player, experienced player like Darian Daniels has made that entire group better, and you could make a strong case right now. He is probably the top defensive lineman on this Husker roster going into the 2019 season. Well, that wraps up our list today. When we come back, we'll break down our final grouping, the top 5 for HuskerOnline.com. I'm Sean Callahan.